It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on their Beltway rivals, the Washington Commanders.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And they can't bring him down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
They'll drop to throw.
Looking for Dotson. He's got him.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6.
Going right back to Dotson.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On this one, Head may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Throwing is Jackson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The tight end in motion right. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal from the 6.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On play action, they'll throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down now with that clock rolling. Back to throw here.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
A 51-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Well, trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here we go, set. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll throw now on the final play.
He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Alert! Alert!
Straight ahead, Gibson.
There he goes, left side. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 26. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On second down, Jackson. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Third down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Dobbins running out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Flowers going to go in motion right. Jackson now. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They're going to look to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on third down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Sly on for the extra point.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Jackson to throw. That's caught. It's Flowers.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Throwing, Jackson.
rolling to his right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
But he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a two-score game here in the fourth. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. 124 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
19 Lions.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson
With his 16th touchdown of the year.
and the Commanders are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon trailing at half.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got